Our top stories this week. In Arizona, the state's foster care system is filling up fast by as many as 32 new stolen babies a day. While dozens of homeless kids are forced to sleep in state office buildings, a federal review claims that the state of Massachusetts is dead last in keeping foster kids safe. And in New York City, the number of homeless kids spiked 63% in the last 5 years. The Russian Children's Rights Ombudsman is bitching to the United Nations about Russian children being snatched from their parents who are living abroad in Norway. In Ireland, a report finds that most parents involved with the child welfare system are not married. In England, over a third of British social workers feel like their caseloads are unsafe, while legal aid cuts in the UK are making it harder for real parents to get fair hearings in child custody and child welfare cases. In California, a fugitive couple is extradited back from Mexico to face charges for killing a foster child back in 2010. In Iowa, the trial starts for a teenager who was accused of killing his 5-year-old foster brother. In Texas, the trial of a woman who killed a little foster child named Alexandria Hill begins. And in Hawaii, a teenager who killed his foster mother gets his day in court. Child Protective Services is officially looking into the Honey Boo Boo case after Mama June let a sex offender be around the kids. In California, a CPS agent was arrested for sexually assaulting a 16-year-old girl he was supposed to be protecting. All sexual abuse charges have been dropped against a gay adoptive parent who was accused of raping boys in his care. And in New Mexico, a couple is suing because their adopted son was raped by his former foster parents. In Australia, the United Nations is being told about the electric shocks and other tortures used in the country's foster homes and orphanages. In Kentucky, an Amber Alert is issued for a 9-day-old baby who was snatched from a foster home by the real mother who was quickly recaptured. And in England, the child protective industry was ordered to compensate a couple of parents with learning difficulties for separating them from their baby daughter for no real reason. In New York, a couple wants to void the adoption of mentally ill Russian orphans who they adopted, claiming that the adoption agency pulled a bait and switch on them. In Michigan, a man is fighting a pay $30,000 in child support or go to jail threat because the kid isn't his. In Texas, a mother is accusing the child protective industry and the doctors of medical kidnapping. In Connecticut, a man gets busted for posing as a doctor in an effort to file a false child abuse report. In Pennsylvania, a woman is charged with making a false child abuse allegation against a boy's uncle. And finally, tonight, in Florida, the child protective industry is warning about an unknown individual who is posing as a CPS agent. For these stories and all the latest dirt on the child protective industry, visit www.legallykidnapped.com. And until next week, this is Baby LK, over and out.